Welcome back, guys. This is an announcement video, kind of, bit of an update, to talk about the channel, because, there's some important things to talk about. So, I think I should start with the most important thing straight away. I've got a second channel now, and I really shouldn't call it a second channel, because I'm going to start treating this current channel like my second channel, and the new channel as my proper one. I've never really been satisfied with the name Double Chin Doge. At the time I made it, I just found out about Doge, and I thought, oh, that's a funny name and all that. And I don't hate it or anything anymore, but I do think I should change it. But at the same time, yeah, I'm just connected to it. I don't want to. So I'm gonna keep Double Chin Doge as my kind of casually using YouTube account, and it will still have videos like casual gameplay and. If I do anything in real life, which I doubt I will, but you know, if I do, like a vlog kind of thing, you know, that will probably be on here. Although I doubt I'd do vlogs. But now the second channel, Technocosm, which I actually already made in Halloween, but the only video I have on there at the moment is the Halloween dubstep one. At least at the time of recording this. By the time you're hearing this, I should have some more videos on that channel. But anyway, as I was saying, that channel I'm going to treat a lot more professionally. I named it Technocosm because, although it might sound a bit grandiose, I'm not sure, but I called it that because the two things I look for most in music, like the kind of things I appreciate and enjoy most, is music that's immersive, hence the cosm part, because like that's a suffix that means like an imaginary world or something like that. So like if you've ever heard of Epsilon's song Paracosm, that just means a super detailed imaginary like world. Microcosm is like a mini kind of imaginary world, if you've heard that term before. So yeah, anyway. And then techno is pretty self-explanatory, and that represents how the other thing I tend to appreciate is the technology of music, the technical, like, how advanced it is, which is why I appreciate dubstep so much. So I thought it makes sense to have, for a music focused channel, have that, you know, the name of the channel be connected to the values like a kind of hold in music, while at the same time it sounds like a real, you know, name. I've designed the logo for it myself as well in pixel art, which took an embarrassingly long time, but I got it done. So yeah, I might actually, speaking of pixel art, if I do any more, I might end up putting that pixel art as a video up on the Technocosm channel too. And I doubt I'll do this, but if I do ever do really kind of more well edited videos for gaming, I'll probably put that on the Technocosm channel too. So anyway, the music's all moving there. I'm probably going to upload snippets of parts of the music to this channel. Still, but I'm not going to upload the full things. The full things will be on Technocosm channel. So yeah, I want to try and kind of start new with that one and treat it a lot more professionally. And then that brings me on to the topic of talking about my music at the moment, because I'm in a bit of a rough spot. So it's currently 9:15 on Christmas Eve, and I'm trying to get the Carol of the Bells remix that I'm planning on doing finished for tomorrow. Well, I'm very almost done, but it's extremely laggy. Well, I should be honest, I'm very almost done technically, as in I've done the half of it, and you can get away with just kind of copying that half and, you know, making it the other half, and then you put them together and you got the full song. I don't like to do that, but I'm at a point where I can barely continue to work on this, so I feel like I might be forced to do that to an extent. I really don't like it when people just copy the first drop of their dubstep song to the second drop and maybe just put a different drum pattern on it, but I might have to do that for this. But I got the ending done, and I got a drop done, and I've got an intro, like a lead up to that drop done. Anyway, but I might have to do that because the lag on my projects is getting absolutely ridiculous. Like, the CPU load is at a constant 88 at the very least when I have no synths playing, not even touching anything on the screen, being left alone, completely idle. 88% of the CPU is being used, which is extremely concerning. And I can't really do anything about that. It's just like that. I can't playtest anything. Even a simple sine wave just sounds like loud static. So I cannot hear anything I'm making unless I export each part individually. And then if I hear something wrong with it, I've got to change it and then export it again, and then listen to it again, and then export it. And it's an extremely long and arduous and dull process that I hate doing, especially since the exports aren't even quick, even if it's just one bar of the music. So yeah, it's getting just very frustrating. I'm sadly probably going to have to look at moving a different direction to pure dubstep for now. I don't want to abandon like making the music I actually want to make, but technical limitations are making the music I want to make a whole lot more stressful than I'd like. So I'm going to be looking at either making kind of lighter dubstep or making songs that for now more focus on the immersion side than the technical side. Which, speaking of which, in terms of new EP, I do have something in the works. I'm not sure if I'm going to call it an EP yet, but if I do, I think I'd call it Homeworld. And basically, it's a whole EP based on the idea of nostalgia. It's kind of video game like music. It's kind of hard to describe actually. It's made to sound like it could fit into like a game or a movie or something. And it made to sound like something that someone would feel nostalgic for, even though it's not something, you know, you actually grew up with in your childhood or anything, if you get what I mean. So yeah, it's made kind of like that. Just made to be something kind of like immersive and very pleasant and catchy. To work on my kind of just pure note skills, because I'm getting better at that now. I've got 2 full pieces done for that. I've kept trying to make a third one, but for some reason at this third point I'm kind of hitting a roadblock and I'm kind of struggling to make another one. So we'll see if this does get made, or if I'm just going to release the 2 I have on their own instead of in a group together in an EP. As for the lack of uploads, there's just a whole lot of stuff that I just haven't let out that I have done. So there's the 2 full pieces that I was on about. There is the remix of Jebel's theme from Deltarune, The World is Revolving, which I did, which I am going to upload actually. I wasn't going to upload it for ages because I finished it and exported it, and then when I heard it, I thought, oh wait, that doesn't quite sound right. This on a few things, and then the project crashed before I could fix those things. So I basically had the full thing, but with a few small things that nagged me in terms of mastering and all that kind of stuff, and I couldn't fix it. So basically, at first when I made it, those things nagged me so much that I thought it wasn't good enough to release. In hindsight, I think it is good enough to release. I don't think it's as good as my other things, but I think you'll still appreciate it anyway, since I'm remixing Jebel's theme, so some of you are going to like it at the very least. And I did put a lot of work into it, so it'd be a waste to, not upload that. I've then also got, I did a piece called Deep, which is supposed to be some kind of ambient music, which I did have a nice tune for it, and I had some interesting ideas. But and I thought I was doing really well. I was making it, and after hours, I finished it, and then I listened to what I made, and then I just realised this isn't good. I spent so long on it, I felt like it was really good. The whole time I was making it, and then at the end of it, I was just like, I am really not satisfied with this. So yeah, that's kind of awkward. So I am going to probably upload that to this channel. But I don't think I'm going to upload it with much fanfare, because it's good enough for that some of you might appreciate it, and I do like the main tune of it, but yeah, it's definitely one of my weaker ones. And as I said, then there's the Carol Bells remix. So for Christmas, you'll be seeing snippets of Jebel's theme remix, the Carol of the Bells, and you'll get the full Deep which I'm not going to put on my Technocosm channel just because I don't think it's good enough. For the full versions of the Jevil remix and the Carol of the Bells remix, you can go to the Technocosm channel. Come to think of it, I haven't uploaded the Technology EP to the Technocosm channel, so I'll probably do that if I have enough time also on Christmas. I'm not going to put the Paracosm EP on there because I don't think that one's quite well made enough. I enjoy the Paracosm EP that I made, I still like it, but in hindsight, I just think that its sheer quality isn't really up to snuff with the rest of my stuff, more recent. I might move the Gangplank Galleon remix over there too, and maybe my Natural. But yeah, all in time. Thanks for listening to me ramble for a while. And I think I'm about done with this. So Merry Christmas, everyone. Or Christmas Eve, because I should be getting this up before Christmas. Hopefully. Oh yes, and by the way, the background music for this whole ramble thing has all been projects that have been scrapped, what's left of them over the time that I've been working on these, and also I have sneaked in one of those things I was talking about from the new EP, the violin thing. I think it's the weaker one of the two I've already made, but I want to save the first one that I made for that EP because I think it's really, really good. I think in terms of just pure notes, it might be the best thing I've composed ever. So it really is stuck in my head. If that's